Welcome to WorldSchool TV with your host, Trina Baldwin. We all share a common passion of travel, and we all share the same desire to educate our kids through the world of travel. And you know what? We all share the same fears as well. So let's blast those fears away and confidently commence or continue our world schooling adventure. Each week we'll be chatting with guests about all things world schooling. We'll be covering travel destinations and events, education options for our kids. We'll talk about what it takes to get going and what it takes to keep going. On WorldSchool TV, we're here to support you in every possible way.
So I've got to ask, you've got to tell me about Albania. How did you end up in Albania?
You know, that is a great question, and it's something that people ask us all the time. We have literally circled the globe in the last 2 years of traveling the world full time. And Albania was one of those places, like you said in your intro, that I'd heard of it, but I really would have needed help to locate it on a map. It just seemed crazy to think now that we're living here when, I would have needed help to find it before geographically. One of the things that I really, really love about this wild and wonderful world schooling adventure that we're on is that we have the opportunity to meet so many amazing people. And it was through one of those contacts that I met online that we discovered Albania. So I have been teaching and cooking for a long time. And in that place, when we left Japan and transitioned to Italy, I really started to take the teaching and the cooking from, outside the four walls of the school that we had founded, and really transitioning to creating this online learning space that has become our kitchen classroom. And in the process of developing our kitchen classroom as a truly global virtual classroom, I began working with my friend and business mentor, Adriana Monique Alvarez. And she and her family had been living here in Albania for part of the time that we had been working together. And it was literally, my family and I were in Mexico over the summer. We were relaxing and enjoying beautiful beaches and great food and the wonderful weather. And I was listening to her saying the exact same things about Albania. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. Not one of those places I would have ever considered living or moving or, even traveling as a tourist. It just wasn't one of those places that was on our radar. And so it was one of those things I just kind of made a note of, mark that down. And yeah, maybe someday if we happen to be, in or around the Eastern European region, we might check it out. Well, a year later, and it was our second time through Italy. My family and I were spending some time in Tuscany, and we were debating, well, where should we go next? What do we want to do from here? And we pull up a map and we were talking about it. We said, oh, hey, Albania. Remember we were talking about that last year, and it's literally just on the other side of the Adriatic from here. And so we looked at each other and we said, well, Monique said that this was a really great place for digital nomads, for families, for people who love food. I said, check, check, and check. What do you say? And we all agreed, yeah, let's go check it out. And so, unlike any of the other places to which we were traveling at that time, we just decided to kind of pick up and go. So we flew, it was literally only like an hour and a half to fly from in Italy. I think we left from Pisa to come to Tirana, the capital city here. And we've been living here ever since. And it has just been absolutely amazing. It has more than lived up to the expectations that we had and completely surpassed them. One of the beautiful things about holding a US passport is that you can literally just arrive by plane, train, automobile, whatever, and you can stay for 12 months. There's no specific extra paperwork documentation that you have to fill out to stay as a tourist for 12 months. And like a lot of other places that we've been, we decided, well, we'll go and we'll check it out and, maybe give it a minimum of a month, but, maybe we'll stay for 3 to 6 months and see how we like it. And now that we have been here for longer than 6 months, we can't imagine leaving. So many wonderful things are developing here. We're considering staying a little longer.
Fantastic.